Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel and happy belated Halloween. We have the Halloween tunes going, listening to the Monster Mash, covered by the Misfits, and we are using the Scribble Prints Co version of Halloween Night, which was art by Darcy, and it's just so fun, so spookums. I love the orange and the green and the pink, and I'm using Estelle A5 wide inserts. And I'm going to be pulling in gold holo and gold foil with this because I just thought I've been using a lot of holo and silver this Halloween, so I thought I would use something different. I thought the gold actually went with the tones of the kit, and the holo makes it a little bit more, I don't know, fun and party-like. So we got some Scribble Prints Co. Overlays, some sticky essentials. Some sticky essentials, some Say stickers, some happy sticker designs, and then the Caress Press gold holo. I weighed up between the two different gold holos that I had, one from SPC as well, and this one was just slightly more matching to the kit in my opinion. So now we're going to do, but I decided to use all the bottom washi from this Happy Sticker Designs Halloween pumpkin pack because I don't know, I thought they just went so perfectly, these really cute little jack-o'-lantern faces, and I'm just gonna split that in half. So how was my Halloween week? It was fairly low-key, fairly chill. I don't know, I've watched some Halloween films, but I didn't end up doing everything that I wanted, but that's okay. And then the Saturday night, our upstairs neighbors had a huge party. Like, it was until like 3 a.m., which is way past the time you technically can make noise in this apartment building, but oh well. So that kept us up most of Saturday night. They had like, I don't know, it sounded like tons of people were up there, and they also plugged in a guitar into an amp, and that was fun. They weren't the best player, but I just like gave myself wishful thinking that perhaps it was the apartment's like rented by a band member of some cool band, but oh well. So they were up all night, I don't know. So that was fun to hear. Now there's like less restrictions to parties and stuff this year. It's a bit noisier. We think at 3 a.m. we're pretty sure we heard our neighbor slam their door like twice. So I'm pretty sure they went up there and told them to shut up because our next door neighbor has little kids. Well, little, I guess maybe they're like 6 to 9. I don't know. They go out by themselves, but that's Finnish kids for you. They take their little dog for a walk, but you know, I was expecting with the kids next door that they might trick or treat, or I forget what the Finnish is, but it translates to prank or candy, which is funny. But they never did, and I got all this candy, so, or lollies, as we say in Australia, so, as an Australian. So, I guess we'll just have to eat it ourselves. We got this nice, you know, pre-wrapped chocolate, but oh well. Because, like, a couple of months ago, they ding-dong-dashed me. Like, they rang the doorbell, so I opened it, and I could hear them giggling through their door, because our doors are literally right next to each other, like, in a corner. I'm like, I can hear. I was like, but this time, they just didn't, even though I had the lollies, but oh well. Maybe next year. I don't think trick-or-treating is still not a big thing here, but I think Halloween is getting bigger. There was an article about people having decorated their yards and got a bit carried away up in a certain area nearby, which was funny. So once again, I wanted to bring in more of the gold holo, like accents, because I didn't use the bottom washi, so I put the confetti up the top, but I am going to layer the deco over the top, and I just think that just adds a little extra sparkle, especially for a holiday week. So I thought that'd be fun. I did put that Happy Halloween overlay on the Sunday, and then I ended up putting a label with Happy Halloween on it right underneath, and I was like, maybe that was redundant, but whatever. And I also pulled in this Too Cute to Spook, because I thought it kind of went with this this theme. And then just pulling it in. I was really happy with this October situation at the top. I just loved it with the 2 masks, and then the little candy decos from Sadie Stickers. It looked really good. And I'm just pulling in some bats from Sadie Stickers from last year. And I didn't have enough to do the entire sidebar, so I also just put in one of the gold hollow bow headers, and just to mix a bit more of that gold hollow in. Although I do use the script, so I think that brings it out a bit more as well. But yeah, I just really loved doing this base. And I thought this week's nails and then the next lot of nails you will see while I do the day-to-day both went really well with this kit. So I was very happy with that. And yes, I'm cutting up the full box to cover the toolbox. I'm sure Andrea is scoffing right now because I told her I don't like it, but I decided to try and cut down the corners as much as possible so there was barely any overlap. I think that worked better this time. And then just adding some little candies, and then just putting in these gold hollow full box overlays. It's just so shiny and pretty. And I love the full box, the books on that full box, because this week I did actually finish reading Bram Stoker's Dracula. I think I agree with a lot of other people that he gets a bit repetitive, and especially with, he makes a big point of saying that Dracula has a child's mind, and I'm pretty sure child's mind came up like 60 billion times in the last hour of the book. I'm like, I get it. He has a child's mind. There's a lot of Victorian ideals in Dracula, I should say, about, the perfect sort of housewife, the angel in the home, which is definitely Mina. And then, we've got the ideas of immigration, the other kind of like driving into England, and they have like child's minds. So I'm like, I see you, Bram. You're a product of your time. But can you please stop saying it's a child's mind? I get it. But then the last 30 minutes of the book is really, really good. It has the final chase. It's a lot like the Francis Ford Coppola film is actually pretty accurate to the story. It's just that they've added in the whole romance between Mina and Dracula. Because otherwise, Mina's not the one who kills him at the end in the book, obviously. She's like the perfect wife. Otherwise in the book. But I enjoyed reading it. There's some actual scary parts in it, like where I was actually like shocked. Even though I know the story and I know what happens, I was still like, whoa, because the way it was written, I was like, no way. Even though I knew exactly that was going to happen. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. Some repetitiveness, but I think overall he's a pretty good writer, and it was pretty scary for a Victorian book. So now we're doing the day by day, doing the color blocking. So first we got Coffee Monday and voiceover for my plan with me that morning. I didn't get around to doing that for this plan with me. I did have it ready for Monday, but I decided I wanted to finish up a custom first, be responsible, trying to get my priorities straight. And then my DHL delivery order came with a lot of Happy Mail, so then I hauled a lot. So you're getting the plan with me a day late. I apologize, but I wanted to get other things done first. But the Coffee Monday and voiceover scripts are from Ice Cream Joe, and I love them. And then the plan with me went up, and then I just put a little zombie cat from Fox and Cactus to write pay rent. Although I'm paying a lot less rent now. For about a year I was paying our full entire rent while Locke was unemployed, and now Luck is paying like the main, like 2/3 of it, so it's a bit nicer. I don't know how I afforded so much rent by myself, but I did. So then we had McDonald's, and I just wanted to use up as many of these Fox and Cactus like spooky burgers because they're my favorite. I love it because there's like a lot of spooky versions of things, but I feel like food is not one of those that's very popular, and I just love having it all themed. And then I just used the work scripts from the Caress Press bundle so I could use more of the gold hollow to mark drawing, and then I had a YouTube binge. And that YouTube binge is from Randy.Plants. Excuse me. Why is it? Okay, everyone like just love Dovey and Andrea. Every person I watch, when we're doing stuff, we start burping. Why? Is it just the act of talking so much? I don't know. And then on Tuesday it was payday, and I had groceries delivered, and more work. I was working on the New Year's Eve set this week. I didn't get the first October custom done for SBC, but I finished it on November 1st, so that's why this plan with me is up late, because I wanted to finish that first. And then I should finish the second October one this week before Friday, and I'll be pretty caught up, and that's pretty good for November 5th, I think. So I should actually catch up with the work this month, and I'm very pleased with that. I just gotta get my butt into gear and stay productive. Yeah. Me just layering stickers and not having enough space. Yeah. But my New Year's Eve set did go out last week, and I was very pleased with it. I had no ideas for New Year's Eve, honestly. I'd just been saving like rando references, and it kind of just came out like as I was planning things and trying to get scenes together that like I could do Paris, because like the Eiffel Tower like lights up and you have the fireworks, because my last set Blast Off didn't like have any fireworks or anything. And the last 2 times I'd done New Year's Eve, I had done hollow, so I wanted to do sort of gold, more classic, and it kind of just all worked together and became what it did. And I totally stole the color palette from Papershire, because I bought her New Year's Eve stickers. So I'm like, well, I kind of want a set to like match with these, because it was navy and blue and pink and gold, so that's what I did. So on Tuesday I finished Dracula that night, which worked out actually with the book full box set, which has Dracula there. That's really funny. I didn't plan that, but and I also got my new Switch OLED in the mail. Luck has a normal Switch, which we bought like the first gen, and I have my medieval Animal Crossing island on there, but my main island has been on my Switch Lite, which I got in March last year, just before I went back from Australia to Finland, before the Panasonic, and yeah, and I was like, well, and I've been playing Pokemon Snap on it, and anyway, I was like, the Switch OLEDs came out, they're not at a bad price, and I feel like I played my Switch Lite so much, I got good use out of it, and I was like, you know what, I want to upgrade, because visuals matter to me, and I like to be able to play my games and actually like enjoy them visually. So I got a Switch OLED, and it got delivered on Tuesday, and it's so pretty. I got the white one, and the dock works with both Switch types, so we've just put in that one dock, and we can use either Switch with it, which is really good. So yeah, I'm really happy with the new Switch OLED. I think it looks beautiful. My island is like so bright and colorful. I was like, whoa, this is much more bright and colorful than on my Switch Lite. So I thought that was worth the upgrade. And Wednesday was a cold morning. It's just been all cold here now. We're really getting into the darker and the wintry months. I was actually daylight savings on Sundays. We did get an extra hour of sleep despite that party, so that was alright. So now it is darker earlier, and I don't mind. We've all started turning on our Christmas lights in our balconies, which is really nice to look at night. And then I did more work, and we got Kamalig, which is a Filipino restaurant. Ugh, I love it. I get pork neck adobo every time, and I just adore it. I love Filipino food. I just love most Asian food altogether. Most or all. I'm willing to try anything, honestly. I love it. And look at me trying to fit in all these things I put in. Oh, this day I watched Hocus Pocus. You can watch me just flip my scissors around. I thought I'd cut down this Letters to Apollo movie script so it could fit in that box a bit nicer. I really like cutting down scripts to make them fit better. It really works on clear paper. So yeah, I watched Hocus Pocus this day. We did sort of, I wrote all the movies that I wanted to watch, which I barely got any of them watched, honestly. And then I assigned numbers to them, and then I used a random number generator to decide what movie I was going to watch. And then I'm just using the gold hollow burger from the bundle, lay it over a little round sticker to sort of make it pop a bit better on that orange. And I Sanger. So that was really cool. This sandwich food truck set up just down below our apartment so we could see it from our windows. And we're like, Sanger? It's called Sanger. We're like, that's like Australian slang for sandwich. So Luck went down there to get sandwiches for dinner, and I bet them €5 that it's run by Australian and they're from Adelaide. And well, when they came back up, what do you say? That the person was Australian and they came from Adelaide, our hometown. It's just the way of the world. Everyone in Adelaide is living everywhere in the world, and that's the only Australians you're ever going to meet. No. We just always gravitate towards Adelaideans. Like, they came from West Lakes, which we've been to, plenty of times as a suburb. So that was really funny. I was like, of course, they're from Adelaide. And then I was just a sad bitch, and I watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which I like to use Planner Hannah little pretzel icons for it, because pretzels are like symbolize, it's like a symbol in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. And then Thursday, I just finished up the New Year's Eve set, made the listings, and put up new releases. Took me all freaking day. Listings themselves take forever, so I use that little skeleton face for once more. Love for that. And so it's good to get that release done, and I got started on the custom for SPC, so I was very happy that I got a head start on that. I was a good girl. I was less good over the weekend just because, it was a holiday weekend, it's just like it was loud and noisy, and then Locke wanted to do a bunch of stuff, so look at me attempting to fit things in and changing my mind. The nice thing about bougie boxes is you can just pull up stickers and you don't tear any paper. Because of course the bougie boxes are shiny and smooth. So I do love that for them. I'm just changing my whole mind here about what I'm doing. I wanted to put in this planning time because I did a bunch of planning in my art planning and income planning. And then I just cut up this box to fit. I think I just end up taking one plan out, and then I think it was just YouTube binge, and then I put it in on Friday or something. Because I YouTube binge a fair bit because I got my I watch less planner videos these days. There's only 3 people I watch hauls from anymore, because it gets a bit much. honestly. The way people voice their opinions can get a bit but so I like to have positivity in my life and my stickers. So I watch a lot more Animal Crossing these days, because all the streamers and video makers just make a lot more. Oh yeah, this night, Thursday, Locke was at a work thing, and it was like a work dinner paid for by work, I don't know. And apparently they went out drinking after, and Locke did a lot of drinking with the higher ups, execs. So that's fun, networking. So I was home alone working on my art, and I got Venice Burger, which is a delicious burger. And I watched Ernest Scared Stupid, which is a script that I made myself a long time ago, and I love Ernest Scared Stupid. That's the film I pretty much always watch every year, without fail. I bought it on Google Play, so I could. I know. I think it's just my age showing, but I think Ernest is hilarious. And Ernest Scared Stupid is definitely one of the best ones of Ernest. And then, yeah, I was just playing around, planning in my planner. So that was my Thursday night. And then Friday, I don't know what happened on Friday. Friday we tried out a new bagel place to us, because our usual one, Brooklyn Cafe, well, they're apparently closing at the end of the year, but they were also closed this day, so we tried out this new one called Yeasty Boy. I know, it's Yeasty and then Boy with B-O-I, and I got the everything but the bagel with a schmear, and oh my god, it was so freaking delicious. The bagels were outstanding. So I think Yeasty Boy is our new place. It was such a good bagel, so tasty. And then I think that day we cooked soup. We've been cooking a bunch of slow cooker meals. We've been choosing like 3 slow cooker meals a week plus a normal meal, and it's been going really well for us to get lots of leftovers. And you just plop it in the morning, and then you can eat at night. We're super happy we finally got one again, because you love the slow cooker. But we made a soup this day. Don't remember what soup. And then that night we watched Scary Movie 1 and 2. So we watched both 2 of them. But oh god, Scary Movie are definitely products of their time. They're not PC, but I still find them hilarious because I grew up with them. I think the funniest person is her name Regina Hall. She plays, oh god, what's her character's name? Anyway, she's freaking hilarious in it. It's like, Cindy, that is a skeleton. It's a bunch of bones. It's not scary. So I think she's hilarious. And we always do her line of like, I got you on camera. You're on candid camera now. So we enjoyed those. But I think I was still a sad bitch that night. I don't know. It's fun. And then this is around when my period should be happening, because I started birth control and I'm totally a period skipper. I just do extended. I just don't do the off weeks with the pill. And if you're wondering about that, it's actually a myth. You don't have to have your period on the pill. It is perfectly safe. Of course, every now and then, after a long period of time, you might get some spotting, and then that's when I do a week off, because obviously my body wants to do something. But otherwise, I just skip them. But I'm only on month 2, so I'm back on it. So my body is still adjusting, so I was still getting very much those period hormonal feels, I think, and some cramping. I didn't bleed, which was nice, but did get some cramping and some sad bitch feels. I get pretty bad PMS, I'll be honest, which is why I'm also back on the medication. So yeah, I think that's why I was being sad this week, because I was supposed to have my period. Then Saturday, I think now we got Macca's again, because we're like, what Macca's? Yeah. You know, when you're like, we're being naughty, but I don't like to think of food as good or bad. It's just, it was cold and that's what I felt like to feel better after being a sad bitch for ages. Oh yeah, that morning we got Levain Bakery, so egg sandwiches, delish. Then we got a Sneaky Macca's, and then for dinner we got Fat Ramen, which is delish. Just a really good delivery day of all our meals. And then that night we played Mario Kart, as well as Mario Party that came out and Locke picked it up. And we played the first board, which is like a tropical one, but then we also played Horrorland because, you know, spooky times. I wanted to play the horror themed island. And it was super duper fun. I won the first one and Locke won the second one. And then we had Luigi is one of our CPUs and he was really good. And we're just like, we both just wanted to beat Luigi. I think it's fun to like have grudges against the CPU. And then I just put in Neighbors Party till 3 a.m. because it's like, shut up, please. But yeah, see, look, I put Happy Halloween down in a Papershire little half box, right, which I did like last year with her different design. But I thought the pumpkin one and with the pink went really well this set, and I just wanted to use a special box. But then I was like, there's 2 Happy Halloweens right after the other. But whatevs. YOLO. So now we're putting in Sunday. Oh god, first thing I did on Sunday to really keep everything super spookums was that I did my Australian tax return. I had to declare my overseas income so that I could get how much student debt I had to pay. So basically our university isn't free. You have to, PhDs are free for 4 years, but undergrad isn't free, so you technically take out loans from the government, but those loans don't have interest accrued on them. They have no interest, and also you pay them back through taxes and how much you pay depends on how much you earn. So I now earn enough to have to do the tax return and pay the student debt back. So I put in the income that I made for the year, and I got the amount that I have to pay, which isn't too bad. It's like 1,000 Australian dollars, which is obviously much less in euros because it's like 60 cents to the dollar for Australian. So I don't mind paying that. A little tiny bit off of my student debt. There you go. So I did that because that's, what you do on Sundays. And the movie we decided to watch for Halloween was Crimson Peak, which I'm going to say was kind of disappointing. As a gothic literature fan, I didn't think it was actually that good, to be honest. Meh. The costumes were pretty though. But that was disappointing, but oh well. But that is a finished spread. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope you had a wonderful and fun and safe Halloween. And I hope you have a wonderful week coming up. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I love you. Be safe.